Good morning, folks. About 9 a.m. the 3rd December. I'm outside here to turn my lights off one last time. Be taking these down later today. No big deal. About 5 minutes worth of work. This was all cleaned off yesterday before I went to bed. Supposed to get up to 5 more inches today. This is just a little break. You can see the clouds moving and the snow bands. They're coming from the northwest. They're blowing down the lake and across the lake and ashore from, say Muskegon all the way down south through here. And that's where you get some pretty powerful snow bands, because they're coming down the lake and then blowing ashore in our direction. We get some pretty massive snowfalls that come straight across the lake, of course. And I've seen that years ago. Would have been in the late 80s. I flew with another gentleman in a small single engine plane from Kalamazoo over to Pilwaukee, little airport just north of Chicago, not Milwaukee, Pilwaukee. And we landed there, and I had to go to a company called the DuPont Corporation, maybe you've heard of that, and pick up a package there and then fly it back here and hand deliver it in Kalamazoo to a company that was completely out of product and needed that brought in ASAP. And so we did that. Coming back across Lake Michigan in the dead of winter, we were IFR, instrument flight plan, the whole way, but it broke the weather, and you could see Lake Michigan just steaming all the way from the shore of Chicago, all the way across the lake. And as you cross the lake further to the east, the steam rose higher and higher and got thicker and thicker, and the wind aloft starts carrying it ashore as huge snow bands, lake effect snow. And it starts as that steam coming off Lake Michigan, and I've seen that where it started and followed it all the way into where we were obscured at 8,000 feet. And I had to fly in the ILS system in Kalamazoo. But yeah, those were the days. And the customer got their DuPont package, and they were able to proceed. We weren't in any danger, really, because we were ahead of this. And if we would have been another hour and a half, we would not have left Pilwaukee. We would have spent the night there. We had a good hour and a half and a good clear zone coming back across. Turned out that we actually had closer to 2.5 hours when we got to Kalamazoo. They didn't close the airport for almost 3 hours after we arrived. So we're in good shape. It's if you came in with 10 minutes to spare, eyebrows might go up, but you make a good landing and everybody's safe, and you were on an IFR flight plan, then you made it, right? But yeah, I'd like to not quite cut it that close, believe me. But we're going to get some of these bands. We're going to get more of them today, like say up to 5 inches, and then the next couple of days, I don't know how many more, but fairly normal. Nothing to get the roof rake out yet, like I mentioned the other day. Like to get about a good foot, good 12 inches pack up there, and I get up and I'll rake this roof off. I leave some. I like to leave about 4 inches or so. It makes a nice little insulating layer there on top of your roof or roof. Yeah, I like to knock it down. Gets about a foot or so, and we go from there. And again, if you use a roof rake, please watch the power lines. You can see my neighbor. There's running right over there. Connecting the house. I have them too all around here. You bump that with a ladder. You're out in the summertime. You bump that into that with a roof rake. your fishing rod, carrying your rods out to your vehicle, and you got them, you're holding them up, and bang, you hit your power line. It's all over. It's very, very seldom that you won't get the message from doing that. So kids are brought up, stay away from these wires. Yep, it's a word to the wise. Another beautiful day. Got to go out here and shovel. These are my little shovels. I have an Amish grain shovel I bought down in Shipshawana, the hardware store, and I got my regular little thing there. But get out there and get this done. Had my orange juice, so I think we'll be good. And I can see them coming in here to the west. All right, thanks again for watching. And we'll get out and get in some of this here. It's just going to be all just snow and roads like what you've seen before. It'd be rather boring. But in the next couple of days, we should get quite a bit more than this. Then it'll be something to go look at. All right, we'll talk to you then. Thanks for watching. Auf Wiedersehen. Almost 32 kilograms or 70 pounds of sand. It's tube sand. This is what I carry in the back of my Jeep when the weather starts getting like this. I don't plan on going out today. Excuse me, I might, but I will be putting this in there. Have to go over here and clean off the Jeep. And I just get it ready in case we do go. Probably warm it up. Cold as hell out here. It's good to warm them up. Hey, just normal. Hey, we have a icicle that made it all the way to the ground there, formed a column. Yeah. It's on this side too, so you could say it's a steering side column. Oh man, that's a horrible joke this early in the morning and cold as it is. All right, have a great day. Talk to you in the next one.